Hello there, people in the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 96 of my Jurassic World Evolution Let's Play series. In the previous episodes, I finished Isla Muerta, rebuilding Isla Muerta, rather. Yeah, and I gave you a tour of the island with some nice Jurassic World Evolution music. And I was going to go to the Sandbox Island in this episode. However, completely out of the blue, today, version update 1.9 hit the community, which is this. It adds a couple of minor bug fixes. Excuse me, but most importantly, it adds an entirely new dinosaur, the Nasutoceratops. Featured in the recent short film Battle at Big Rock, which I don't even know about, is now available. Use the research center to gain fossil access. Alright. So we've got an entire new dinosaur here that we can research. So we're gonna do that first. So yeah, that literally just now happened. It is today. The update came out today, by the way, that I'm playing it. I just saw it on the subreddit that it was dropped, and I immediately started up the game, and here I am. So you know how many episodes I've pre-recorded at this point, because the update came at... what is it today? 27th of August? That's today, and that's the day I'm recording this. So, yeah, you know how many episodes I've pre-recorded at this point. Anyway. There we go. I don't even have to do any research for it. Or anything. Well, I have to do research for it, but I mean, I don't have to actually have a certain reputation at a certain island or something. So here we go. The Nasutoceratops. It just, like... there it is. And there's a tropical storm incoming. Right, well. Might as well just immediately start to research it. And then, interestingly enough, actually, the Nasutoceratops is in the Jurassic Park builder game for mobile devices. A game that I've actually played a whole lot myself in my spare time. Until I got to the point where I got a 5-star... I got 4 stars on all of the dinosaurs on the main Jurassic Park. And I was waiting for, like, grinding to get all the 4 stars on the aquatic and the glacier parks. And basically, the only way to get through that at a decent speed is to actually spend money. But I was not really fed up. I wasn't really interested in doing that, so I just kind of like dropped it, and I'm not really playing it anymore. But I've got a huge park on Jurassic Park Builder, so... if you guys are interested, I could make a very small video of showing you my park, which I have been working on for a bunch of years, like in my spare time. So if you'd like to see that, be sure to let me know in the comment section. So, we're gonna have to wait the storm out in the meantime, while the research of the Nasutoceratops is ongoing. So yeah, the Nasutoceratops was actually part of the Jurassic Park builder game, and now it is also in this game. Oh, there's the first damaged structure. Where is it? Oh, it is that viewing gallery. I'll just drive the car there manually. Whoa! Whoa, I forgot how slippery this is. Traction control, guys. Traction control. Well, I suspect this is raining so much that there's like aquaplaning going on, at which point traction control doesn't even work, but still. There we go, this is being fixed. Yep, there we go, I hit the post. Why the hell? Oh, that must be Deinonychus. But not to worry, because... I wanted to exit through there. Yeah, the Deinonychus is... yeah, there we go. Whoa. There we go, the repair is... obstructed because that Deinonychus is too close. Whoa, hey, be careful there. There we go. Careful, I said. And I crashed into a tree. Alright, so that was that. Then you can refill those two, and then those two. Oh, hang on, Fur gets off. I don't even know what the hell that mission was. There's another feeder that needs resupply. But at first, just now noticed that there was one more part of the fence there that I needed to... Woo! Yeah, Deinonychus! There we go. That part of the fence was damaged. So I'll point the car in the proper direction so that he can continue to, you know, do his thing. There we go. Okay, there was one feeder that definitely needed resupplying somewhere. Oh, it's the live bait feeder at the Mayungasaurus area. Okay. Alright, is there any... Alright, let's select just a random car. Is there anything... Okay, well you can go in here and fix this up. Then this guy can go in these ones and fix them up. And then this guy, you can do those two. And then those two. The two feeders that... Okay, those. Okay. That's fine. What I was looking for is if there was any minor damage on the building somewhere. These feeders need to be resupplied, but I'll do that manually. That's just feeders. That's also feeders. Feeders. Yeah, nothing interesting. So you can do those. There are 3 now. They're all down there, so I'll just do this myself really quickly. Oh, can I squeeze through here, actually? Yes, I can. Just gentle does it. Alright. That's those done with. And then we have to go into the Eupacephalus and Myosaura paddock. The gate of that is, I believe, in this direction. Oh, whoops. What the hell do I... There's still this goat. There is still that goat that was in the Dilophosaurus holding pen that is still here. In Operation Genesis, those goats die of old age at some point, but apparently in Evolution they don't. They just live forever. Maybe they have like a very long lifespan and they can actually die as well. There we go. Power sliding. There we go. Oh, careful. Bit of water there. You ran straight in the direction I was going to avoid you. There we go. Power slides. There we go. Holy shit, that looks actually pretty epic. If you like power slide around the corner. It is a lot busier here than it was before. Just noticed. Whoa. Careful there. Climb, you powerful Jeep. I actually, speaking of Jeeps, I actually saw this Jeep. Well, not the Jurassic Park Jeep, but the Jeep this Jeep, like without the Jurassic Park thing. I just saw that the other day, like on the parking lot, when I was going somewhere, which is pretty interesting. Okay, you can really quickly do that feeder as well. And then I have to do that manually as well, because for some reason they do not understand how to get into the Carnosaurus area. Even though it is, of course, extremely obvious. You just go here. And then you crash into that. And then here you go. But for some reason the AI finds that very difficult. I don't know why I'm hearing the scary soundtrack, but okay. Let's have to get in there for that live bait feeder. Alright. And now back down. Oh shit! Deja vu! I just been. Oh. There we go, you can do the rest. Alright, so anyway, in the meantime, we have discovered that dig site. So we're going to go there and get Nasutoceratops to 100%. I keep wanting to say Narutoceratops for some reason. I can't be the only one that has that issue. Please. No, the baryonyxes are not using the fish feeder anymore. For some strange reason. Okay, you can do this every 20 minutes. Maybe that'll encourage them to use the live bait feeder a bit more often. This one's also unused. I've also cranked this up to the 20s, so I can move it over to 30 now. They only eat from the live bait feeder. There we go, look at that. I mean, it's alright, but I put those other feeders there for a reason. Oh, he's gonna eat something soon. He's biting at the cryosphere. Oh, why the hell are you panicking? Oh, they're fighting together. Excuse me. Oh, Iguanodon 2 is panicking, which means Iguanodon 3 is going to become the new alpha of the herd. Yeah, there you go. I find it interesting, like, I wonder how they would, like, respond to, you know, to the baryonyxes being there. Since, of course, they lived together. I mean, historically. Like, Iguanodon and baryonyx, they were together in the same area, same era, so they will have probably had to fight off baryonyxes on occasion. And, like, they know, do they know that, you know, that there's a fence and that the baryonyx can't get through that? Or is that just, like... Yeah, like, you know, is it like, do they know that they're safe? Or are they still, like, aware that when they see the baryonyx through the fence, that they're, like, still going to be a bit cautious, like, hang on a minute.
A new contract that I think you're really gonna like.
Because I believe they're quite intelligent as well. Iguanodon. Polacanthus maybe not. Maybe Polacanthus is, like, always, like, on edge. Even when around Iguanodon. For mutual protection. I also love that he's completely on his own. No other Polacanthus anywhere ever. But he just, like, you know, he just doesn't even fucking care. He doesn't even want that many others, and then a maximum of 3 Polacanthus around. They're all panicking still. Maybe that's because of them. Baryonyxes. Oh, he's challenging him. All those guys do is fight. Yeah. Alright, so this is good. This is going. We're already at 31%. And in the meantime, the Iguanodons are having their morning snack as the sun's rising. I really love the animation that they made specifically for Iguanodons. Really cool. They kind of look like monkeys or something. Just goes to show, even though they look extremely basic, how extremely, like, sophisticated or whatever proper wording would be, they were for the time. They were extremely, ahead of their time, essentially, for dinosaurs. Right, so we got more fossils for the Nasutoceratops. Not a lot of good quality though, but that's alright. We'll get there eventually. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what their stats are going to be like. Oh yeah, look at them. He is going to fish finally. Good job. You're a piscivore, so you should do this more often. Yeah. I've said it before, but that animation is really cool. Where they like move their head in the water and then open their jaw. And they wait for a fish to touch it, and then they snap it closed, and then they've caught it. Now this guy's challenging him again. He's also pretty hungry, so should get something to eat soon first as well. Alright, let's have a look at our Carnotauruses, since they have also just now received fresh food in their paddock. But yeah, I'm pretty interested to see what the stats and stuff are going to be for the Nasutoceratops. Oh, he just plugged down. He's like, oh, there we go. I'm tired. This skin really looks like, well, not really, but it kind of looks like the skin from the Carnotaurus in Dinosaur. You know, the movie from Disney? Which is a pretty funny movie. And instead of a T-Rex, a Carnotaurus was the main antagonist. And I think I speak for at least a bunch of other people. Is that caused me to even know, first of all, but also find kind of like the Carnotaurus. Just by how old it is, you know? I mean, Carnotaurus is a pretty old dinosaur. I mean, a lot of the dinosaurs in South America are pretty odd. Don't mean that in a bad way at all. But, you know, it was developed in a completely different way from the rest of the world. Because South America and North America weren't linked up to each other until the Ice Age, I believe. At which point, because after the dinosaurs died, went extinct, so there were also a huge amount of weird creatures in South America. Amazing creatures like the terror birds lived in those areas, which unfortunately went extinct because South America joined up with North America, and then the Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger, wandered down and they outcompeted the terror birds. So then eventually the terror birds were driven into extinction because a better predator had arrived. Oh, that's the final Huyangosaurus, I believe, or one of the final ones. Either that's the final one or there's one more, but other than that, I've replaced all of them. So that was number 4, so we have to remember that once the other guy leaves the hatchery. But yeah, a lot of the dinosaurs in South America were quite different in a cool way. And of course you've got the Carnotaurus, which is a very strange dinosaur if you look at it with other theropods. I mean, even if you compare it to, even other dinosaurs that you don't really know very well. For example, the Mayungosaurus, which is a dinosaur that I actually had never heard of before until this game. Even a dinosaur like a Mayungosaurus basically has like a very basic dinosaur theropod build. You know, it's got a pretty large head, it's got some pretty short arms, which is like iconic for dinosaurs of the Tyrannosaurid family or from the Megalosaurid family, because by the looks, I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly sure that by the looks of this guy, he is part of the Megalosaurus family. But yeah, especially also for Megalosaurus, that's also a that's easy, but well, science is whatever. Fuck it, I don't need that. Like that's kind of like a ooh wow, that's a very good find. 2 pieces of amber. I keep going to freaking island navigation. Don't need to go there. But yeah, even the dinosaur as the Mayungosaurus, of which I never heard of until this game. It's a pretty basic shape. It's a pretty low. Although the kind of odd thing about this one is that it's pretty low. Like even if you look at it from distance, he's pretty low built, but still, he's got a pretty strong neck, a pretty basic shape of his head, which is pretty long, Well, it's not. It doesn't really like have a long head, but he has a long skull, like long and narrow. Some short forearms to counter, of course, the rest of his body to balance out. A large tail as balance. You know, just like pretty simple. I mean, the best example is a T-Rex, but I don't have a T-Rex on this island. And then you've got... I don't have any other large carnivores on this island, do I? Myongosaurus. Oh, Herosaurus. Well, we can have a look at Herosaurus. Herosaurus is like the most basic theropod shape of a dinosaur you can have, because this was one of the first. This is like a basic dinosaur. The most basic dinosaur. I mean, of course, it's the first, so of course you can't get more basic than this. Well, maybe with Coelophysis, but still. Like, a long but narrow skull. Arms that are, like, in comparison to the body, because he doesn't have, he's not pretty large, so he can have, like, afford to have longer arms. Strong back legs, and then, of course, a pretty large tail to counter his, the rest of his body weight, so he won't tip over all the time. And now if you look at the Carnotaurus, as comparison, if I can freaking find them, there they are. Carnotaurus actually has a very weird build. For example, he's got a pretty long neck. And his skull is really weird because he's got extremely short skull. I mean, he is narrow. His skull is narrow, as with most of the other carnivores. But his skull is extremely short, as you can see. It's like, it starts here and whoop, okay, it goes down. He's got ridiculously tiny forearms, even smaller than a T-Rex in comparison, or a Myongosaurus in comparison. And of course the horns are, of course, very strange and not seen on many other dinosaurs at all. Still the back, like very high up legs. I don't know if that actually is distinctive for Carnotaurus, but I'm noticing that on this guy. He's got extremely high up legs, like built up to the height, like they join up very high. And of course still the pretty long and heavy tail to counter the rest of his body, but I don't know why they're standing still, both of them, by the way, but it gives me a good time to, like, observe them a little bit. So yeah, it's a very, very strange dinosaur, but in a good way, of course, but it's very strange. But that's what happens. That's what happened to Australia as well, because when creatures are isolated, they tend to have a completely different evolutionary tree line. And they encounter problems that dinosaurs on the mainland wouldn't encounter, and evolution finds a way to deal with those problems, and then of course you get weird or strange features that you don't see anywhere else in the world, which is, of course, modern day examples are Australia, the Galapagos Islands, which is, I believe, where Darwin spent his time to develop his evolutionary theory to begin with. So yeah, because those islands are just isolated ecosystems, and that changes the way creatures develop. Because they, as I said, they encounter different problems that other creatures don't encounter, and then evolution finds a way for that, and they adapt. And then lo and behold, you've got a new species that is only available on that island because it only thrives on that island, and it's only built for that island. And then when it comes in contact with other creatures, or when other land masses, like what happened with the terror birds, for example, when North and South America joined up. Some interesting things start to happen because, of course, you got a new apex predator on the prowl, and that is some fierce competition for a creature that has been on the top of the food chain for as long as it can remember. So, you know, it's very interesting. But I'm rambling about ridiculous stuff. Just don't pay attention to me at all, please. I mean, I don't even study biology at all. I just find it interesting, so perhaps all of the stuff that I just now told you is complete bullshit. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I find biology very interesting, but I'm not a biologist. But yeah, I mean, also another example are, of course, the Nasutoceratops, who lived on Australia and Antarctica as well. I mean, they're hadrosaurs. They've got the basic hadrosaur features, you know, walk on 4, run on 2. They've got a sort of like beak, like a duck-shaped beak which is very distinct for Hadrosaurs. They've got, some of them have got like those little thumb spikes like Iguanodon has, but then smaller. You know, all those stuff is still featured, but then again, this guy is a bit smaller than others. His neck is a bit different. He still has like the back of his body is raised up higher than the front, longer back legs and shorter forelegs, which is of course another distinct feature of Hadrosaurs. But then of course the extremely weird part about this guy is the nose and the bags, like the air bags or whatever you want to call them, on his nose, like bags of air that fill up and release when he blows blows air through there, which is a very weird feature which we don't see on any other dinosaur. So yeah, for some reason evolution thought that was necessary on that part of the world. But yeah, even on dinosaurs that are just from the mainland, you've got some strange, or interesting rather, features that just help distinguish them from... I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about that evolution thought that having this type of defense mechanism, a huge crest to protect the neck, and then a bunch of horns on his the face to defend and attack, that would be the best solution to being killed by predators for some reason. And I mean, this entire like dinosaur family evolved this way because all they're part of the Ceratopsidae. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, of course, the big difference between all them is that they've all got like a little bit different features. Pentaceratops has got a very high crest on the back of his neck. Gasmosaurus has got very short horns that are on his face. And then over here, Torosaurus, has extremely long horns on his... it's got extremely long horns on his face. Triceratops is kind of like a mix between both. Short, like a mix-up. Shorter crest, but longer horns. Styracosaurus only has one horn on his nose, and then a bunch of huge ones on the back of his crest. Then you've got Pacarinosaurus, who doesn't even have any horns on his face at all. And then Sinoceratops, who also only has one. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. Even on the mainland, even on an area where you would think, oh well, hang on, this should just be normal, you know? Because this is mainland. But in theory, everything is an island, you know? So, I mean, what the fuck am I even talking about? I don't even know. I'm just trying to get this freaking Nasutoceratops. And a Dilophosaurus dies. If you want me to shut up about talking all about this nonsense, you really should just let me know, because... as you probably have noticed if you've been on my channel for a little while, you probably noticed that I can ramble about various things, various topics, for a very long time very easily. So if you want me to like tone down the rambling in future videos about nonsense, you should just let me know, and I should focus more on the gameplay. But well, this one is not really a lot to do here, so that's probably why I got off track so much. Anyway, do I actually have all the...
You've done good work in the past. That's why I know you are...
yeah, there's no room here anywhere. So 4, 2, 1, and 3. So there was number 5 that died, so I have to rename that one Dilophosaurus to number 5. Okay, got that. So I have to remember that, because otherwise... Right, the big question is, of course, can we immediately hatch in the Nasutoceratops around here? Well, he's in North America, so it depends on their social, but perhaps in here. Although, yeah, Torosaurus is going to be the one that's going to be the most bitchy about this. Because Torosaurus has an ideal population of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can put a maximum of 2 in there. Alright, let's take... I'm just going to bring up the wiki, because I find it annoying. It's like, oh, you have to hatch it first, and then you waste money and time and shit. So, a social group... okay, so I can't put the Nasutoceratops in this paddock, because the social group of the Nasutoceratops is a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 10, but the ideal population is 1 to 25. So they are actually very tolerant. So I can easily add the Nasutoceratops in the same paddock with Parasaurolophus, Struthiomimus, you know, all of those guys. So that's an interesting thing to take hold for the next time. So yeah, where the hell do they live again, exactly? Yeah, I know that it's only on that dig site, but I'm not going to be, you know... No, it is North America. There we go. So any other... It's Cretaceous, I imagine. So any other Cretaceous herbivores from North America, I can put them together because that's all the same area. Yeah, late Cretaceous, North America, easy. Okay, so other late Cretaceous North American dinosaurs. Herbivores. Should specify that. Do we have any? We have these guys, but they also have some population issues. Primarily the Pentaceratops. This guy has a bit of it's a bit lenient, but this guy isn't. Population of 9, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that won't work. These guys are from North Africa, so no. This is all from Europe, so no. I could do them here. This is also North America and Cretaceous. They have got ideal population of maximum of 50. And Maiasaura even larger, 23. So only the Euplacephalus is going to be a bit of an issue. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, and then I've got 3 Nasutoceratops, and that is just enough. And then I can even do a 4th one, so that we got 15, and that is exactly as many as we can do. So we can actually add Nasutoceratops, so I will. Good. It's a good thing I've freaking just now literally like squeezed in that them there, you know? Alright, so the Dilophosaurus 15. I'm going to remove the 10, and you're going to be Dilophosaurus number 5. There you go. Oh, we got some new fossils. I'm only getting a lot of low quality fossils, unfortunately. Alright, let's take a look at the skins for Nasutoceratops. So we've got Alpine, Jungle, Rainforest, Steppe, and Tundra. Tundra looks quite good because it's kind of blue, and then Jungle or Alpine. Alpine also looks quite good because it's got kind of like green in it. Rainforest doesn't even look anything like Rainforest. That looks more like Tundra actually, because Rainforest is completely white, and Tundra is blue and grey. You think they mixed them up accidentally in the wiki? Right, there's a sick dinosaur somewhere. Oh, it's a Deinonychus. Okay, hang on. I'll first have to transport our Dilophosaurus, because otherwise that guy's going to be out cold for way too long. Assuming ACU can hit them. It. I'll just go away, because usually ACU can hit them better if I'm not looking, I found. Alright, let's cure that Deinonychus. There we go. And into the paddock we go. Oh, too fast! Too fast! Stupid handbrake. Alright, here you are. Alright, it's one of the female Deinonychuses. And she refuses to stand still. There she goes. There we go, that's a hit. Nice. Now, one hit should do it. No, one hit doesn't do it. It's such a tiny dinosaur. How the hell does one hit not cure it all the way? Oh, stand still. Stand still. There we go. You weren't really standing still, but I got the job done anyway. There we go. That was the hookworm infection dealt with. Hey! Move over. Got places to be. Like crashing right into the middle of the gate. Alright, so, then we have some more Nasutoceratops fossils. 86, it takes an absolute age if they keep finding all these low quality things. Alright, the Dilophosaurus has been tranquilized. Is this the right paddock? Yes, it is. There you go. Move you back to your friends. Well, not back to your friends, move you to your friends. Alright, let's see if we still have the right capacity for everything. This can be increased. Oh no, just as I looked at it, we can't increase it. Whoa, whoa, wee! Excuse me. Yeah, I got a cold again, even though there's a heat wave going on again. It's so fucking frustrating. But my body thinks it's important, and my body thinks that's the way it works. And it works literally, it happens every single goddamn time. There's a heat wave, so my bedroom gets fucking hot, so I open the window while I sleep to get some fresh air in. Then, on one random day, temperature outside drops so low that my body is not prepared for it, and then the next morning I wake up with an extremely sore throat, a huge amount of snot running down my nose, and I have a cold. Right in the middle of a freaking heat wave. It has happened literally so many times I can't even count them. So many times this has happened. So if my voice sounds a bit weird, then that's why. Cold in the middle of a freaking goddamn heat wave. There used to not be many heat waves around here, you know? Fucking climate change. I hate the summer, by the way. It's way too warm. I prefer winter over anything else. Nice and cold, because in the winter you can do something about it, you know? You can put on extra layers of clothes and stuff. If it's hot, you have to put at least some clothes, because otherwise you're running around naked all the time. I mean, I guess some people don't really care about that, but I do. And, you know, you just have to fucking go bare feet and put on shorts and put on short sleeves, and you're just like walking in a fucking suit of your own sweat that has developed around your body, and then you have to take a freaking shower like twice a day in order to fucking combat all the bad smells that are happening. Don't like summer. I like it, like the ideal temperature for me is like 22 degrees, like normal room temperature. Also outside, you know? That is my ideal temperature. A little bit of wind, like 22 degrees Celsius, by the way, for anybody else who has degrees in Kelvin or Fahrenheit or whatever. Celsius. Yeah, that is my ideal temperature. Like, just warm enough to wander outside and go somewhere without a coat. But if you're going on a bicycle or something like that, then you can take a coat with you. But if you really want to, you can go outside just in your sweater. That is my ideal temperature. Or just like straight up winter. You know, snow and shit. Although it's not a lot of fun to cycle outside, or be outside, or drive outside, when there's a bunch of snow, because, of course, well, everybody knows about the issues with snow on the road. But I really like just be inside, you know? Be inside, you got the heater on, you're just sitting there, you hear the wind, and the snow, crashing against your windows. Or rain. Heavy rain is also perfect if you want to go to sleep. It's perfect. Amazing. If there's a thunderstorm going on or something. Oh, I love it. Like, some people are afraid of thunderstorms. But I love it. I just now realized I'm talking about fucking me liking thunderstorms in real life while I'm playing this game. What the fuck? My sincerest apologies, guys. I'm just waiting for this Nasutoceratops to be finished. And then I can end off the episode, because I've already been recording for 40 minutes. So, but if the freaking expedition guys could hurry up a little bit and find some proper things, like a lot of valuable DNA, like fossils, then we could hurry this along. Alright, so skins for the guy. Which were the skins? Tundra and Alpine, which are two pretty cool skins actually. Like, if you know, in terms of the biome. But they look the best according to those pictures. Jungle also looks pretty cool, but yeah, I like the Alpine one. Because the Alpine one looks like the basic skin for the Nasutoceratops in Jurassic Park Builder. So yeah, we can add 4 of them in this paddock. Because if we add more than that, then the Euplacephalus is going to go bonkers. Okay, so how much? 98. Okay, so this expedition should do the trick. Then we can hatch them, release them, and then I'm ending off the episode. And in the next episode, I will actually go to Isla Nublar and finish the... and build... not finish, build the what's it called? The Sandbox Islands. And then, once that is done, I will be finished with this Let's Play until new stuff arrives. Because as I said, this just dropped today. So, you know, you never know when you'll see the series again. Because apparently they just like to drop out some random updates now and then. I know that we're talking about, like, what we were talking, it was a leak, actually, rather than that we're talking about a 1993 pack, which had, like, I don't even know what the hell was in it, but there was a leak, right, about the new, there we go, about new things, about the, that were going to be released on Jurassic World Evolution in terms of updates, and all the predictions that they've made so far turned out to be correct, because they predicted the Claire Sanctuary deal, they predicted the Carnivore DLC right like 2 days before it came out, they predicted the Claire Sanctuary DLC, and they predicted some other things as well. Can't really remember what it was. Some of the dinosaurs or some of the updates or something. Oh yeah, the summer update, what was contained in that, they also predicted that. And all of the predictions were correct, so we can safely, well, rather safely, assume that the other predictions that they made are also going to be correct. In which case, there was going to be a 1993 update, which included the original visitor center as the innovation center. So I guess that means that you can build the innovation center, but then change the skin to look like the visitor center from the original Jurassic Park, or it's an entirely new building that would be in operations over here. One of the two, I imagine. So yeah, that was part of it, and some other things as well. Some new missions, or some new island locations, maybe some new dinosaurs or something. And then there was some other things, but I've read about that leak like a very long time ago, so I can't really remember anything. But I do remember that like the next thing up would be the 1993 DLC, or whatever you want to call it, updates or whatever. So yeah, if that actually, since all the other predictions were correct, we can kind of assume that this is also going to be correct. So that would be interesting. What other things that they could add? Because having the original visitor center as the innovation center, that's just going to be awesome. Let me just put that up front. That's going to be freaking awesome. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other things that they could do. Yeah, let's do rapid metabolism. I can drop it down to 20. You see social. I could drop the population. But yeah, what the hell? What would I benefit from that? I could raise the population, but that's not necessary. I could raise the social as well. But that's also not necessary. I could decrease the social. It does give him a bit more rating. Alright, so let's check out the comfort. What does he want? Does he want more? Prefers grassland over trees. How about we... Oh, we could also make him calmer. What is this? Oh, his comfort is 40%, so he's a pretty calm guy. I don't really need to decrease his comfort anymore. Oh, then I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at this. I was looking at the forest and stuff. So I need the other way around. So I need less grassland, more forest. There we go. Less grasslands, more forests. I'll apply that. And then I'll also make him a bit less social. So that... 3 to... No, this is enough. I reckon this is enough. This is fine. Okay, so we incubate you. You've got Alpine, and then we've got... 2, oh no, hang on. Then we'll do 1 more with Alpine, and then the other 2 will have Tundra. If you can find it, there it is. So I can only do 3 here. Oh, I can do 1 here. There we go, with the Tundra pattern. Here we go. Right, so there's another thunderstorm upon us. We just have to survive this, and then we can release our Nasutoceratops, and then we are finished with this island. We are actually finished with this island. And then, as I said, in the next episode, I will do the sandbox. And after the sandbox is finished, it will all be over. It will be, I'll be done with this Let's Play until, as I said, some new stuff hits. At which point I'll pick it back up and test it out. Hey, I need to go this way. Oh, there's another dead guy. I bet that's a Dilophosaurus or something. Okay, fix that medium power station. That's fixed. Yeah, it's another Dilophosaurus. Thought so. We have to wait a little bit because, of course, this is filled with Nasutoceratops, but they're actually quite. They're going quite fast. Right, there we go. Let's see how they look. Looks kind of like a bison or something, like the way the horns are put in his head. Oh shit! I haven't actually checked what their paleobotany is like. Because of course that's an issue.
Here we have a Nasutoceratops, a member of the ceratopsian family.
Yeah, see?
It sports horns above its eyes, not unlike our modern cattle.
It is this is harmful to them. What is harmful to them?
We are pleased to welcome a Nasutoceratops to the park.
More detail. Modify feeder. Okay, so... Well, there was rotten wood in there. Okay, they like rotten wood. Okay, they don't like... Power, hang on. Just... You. Add task. Tranquilize that. And then we release you. And then you also tranquilize that. And then here we incubate our other Dilophosaurus. Okay, so let's take a look. What is your paleobotany? Horsetails, Rottenwood, Palms. Horsetails, Rottenwood, Palms. Palms, conifers, rotten woods. Okay, so palms and rotten woods are the same. Horsetails, mosses, pow. Okay, so the issue here is pow. They like horsetails. And they are hurt by horsetails. Okay, so the Triceratops, the Ceratops is also like horsetails, but because yeah, the issue here is pow-pows. That goes out. This goes in. But that's hurt them, yeah. This goes in. That's hurt by them. I can only do palms and rotten woods because those are the only ones. Confirm selection. And then, unfortunately, the Eupacephalus is going to have to just rely on the regular feeders. Because otherwise, they're gonna die. See, it's only harmful to Stegosauridae, so... Unfortunately, I think most of them were already only eating from the regular feeders. Except, oh, that guy just did get a bit of a thing there, but...
all the chaos of the facilities and the dinosaurs, then... Really, how tough could completing this new contract be for a person of your talents?
So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, the paleobotany, that they can all be harmed by all the other stuff and shit. That's a bit unfortunate, but whatever. The majority of the dinosaurs in that paddock have their paleobotany score being upped, and then the minority is just gonna have to freaking deal with that, unfortunately. I would love to satisfy them all, but the game is just designed this way, so we just have to deal with that. Alright, so the Nasutoceratops are being lifted and being brought to their proper place. And once they're there, I'll just look at them a little bit to see how they look. And then we are done with this island. We're actually done with this island, finally. And yeah, we're good to go. So yeah, a bit of a surprise in the Nasutoceratops, just dropping in there like it's nothing, but we managed to get him in just about 40 minutes. Right, let's check if there is any minor damage built. Yes, I thought that there would be. After that, you can go there. And this guy can go over those. This guy can go over those. Then I have to go back for the other one.
Heading to the feeder now. Acknowledged. Resupply request acknowledged.
Wow, they do actually eat a lot of things from the... Okay, there, and then you need to fix that fence. Because there's some minor damage to the fence over there. Okay, you add task. You need to do that one after that as well. Okay, you have to do those. Oh, the Dilophosaurus is finished. I can't remember. Oh, I didn't check which number dies. It's 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is number 4. There we go, Dilophosaurus number 4. Alright, so this is all fixed up. And the Nasutoceratops is here. And they like it here. There's enough forest, there's enough grasslands. They like the population. They actually like, look at that. They really like other people. So we could also try them out in the paddock with the Hadrosaurs and like Parasaurolophus and stuff. Again, have to be careful with their paleobotany, but other than that, I think it's gonna go. I think it would work out quite well. The Eupacephalus are they're a bit done with all of them, so they're just isolating themselves over here. Whoa, hey, why the hell was that? What the hell are you talking about? A new population 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, okay. I thought I had... Oh, well, in that case, I'll actually get rid of a Maiasaura. Maiasaura 7, 8, 8. Maiasaura 8, you have to get out, unfortunately. Because I like 4 in the Nasutoceratopses. I mean, there are quite enough of those Maiasaura. Huh, I must have miscounted then. But yeah, that's really annoying. I can't see anywhere. Yeah, I can go here, but I can't see anywhere. Like, I can't have a list of how many dinosaurs of a particular species I have in my park. It's really annoying. Like the dinosaur summary, which is how it was called in the.
En route to feeder.
Are you gonna still have trouble with that? Yeah. How is this so hard? You go right in a straight line. There, boom, you're there. How is that so incredibly impossible? But yeah, in Operation Genesis you had a dinosaur summary, and then you could see a list of how many species you had in your park and how many dinosaurs of every species you had in your park. Right, I'm not gonna babysit you, you can do the rest yourself. There is a Chunkingosaurus, number 3.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Incubate a Chunkingosaurus. There we go. This Dilophosaurus can go to where it needs to go. But yeah, in Operation Genesis you had that, and that was extremely nice, because if something died, or if like a lot of stuff happened and you weren't sure if you've missed anything, or if any dinosaurs had died without you noticing, you could just really quickly just grab up the dinosaur summary, see how many you had, and really quickly, oh okay, I had, there are 4 now, there's supposed to be 5, okay, I know I'm missing one. Simple as that. Why the hell didn't they add that in the game? They really should do that. Because it's going to make organizing your shit so much nicer. Because not only you had a dinosaur summary, you also had like a summary for everything else. You had a summary for all your buildings and all your guests, like the type of guest. Although that doesn't really work in this game, but especially buildings, that's really useful. Because now if I have to look at a number thing, like if I want to see if they're numbered correctly, I have to do this. I have to go all over the park to see if all the numbers are correct. I mean, if you got a big park, eventually it's going to be really annoying. And I mean, I have noticed that it is quite annoying already. But yeah, just, you know. Guys from the development team, add a summary. Like, maybe in this menu here or something. Add a summary. You can click on that. You've got an entire list of everything in your park. How many fucking food restaurants? They're all aligned from 1 to how many you've got. Click on another tab. You've got all your dinosaurs. You got it listed per species or per name. If you can just change that. Boom, boom. Just switch that out. It's per name, per species, whatever. And then you can see how many of those dinosaurs you have, how many percent they are, how if they have a comfort threshold that needs to be taken care of and shit. Extremely easy. That would really, really benefit management of the situation. So yeah, guys from the development team, please get that in here, because that would really be nice. Then if you because now I have to fucking do this in order to name all, like, number all the hotels properly. But, and I have to do that like every time after I build something. I have to remember, oh yeah, I have to just check the numbers, see if the numbers are still making sense and shit. Then I don't have to worry about that eventually if I've got a freaking, if I got a summary. Then I just build a whole bunch of stuff. And then at the very end of the day, once I'm done building, I'm just like, alright, so just pull up the summary. And then I look at all my hotels, and then, for example, just using hotels as an example. Oh, I've got hotel 1, 3, and 7. Let's change that. And I can change it in the summary. Just really quickly change that out, and there we go. It's going to make things a lot easier. And especially for this, where with the overcrowding possibilities because of the population tolerance of dinosaurs, which I introduced in this game. That is really there's a goat in this paddock. That's really going to make it very easy to check it out, because now I have to manually count every single dinosaur that's in here. And then, as you can see, as you saw, I can make a mistake, because I can miscount. Because I have to fucking manually count all these stupid icons here. But I already know which species are in here. Maiasaura, Nasutoceratops, and Eupacephalus. So just go to the summary, boom, go to the summary, Nasutoceratops, 4 of them, Eupacephalus, 4 of them, Maiasaura, 7 of them. Okay, now I know exactly how many dinosaurs are in this paddock, and I know if I can add any more, yes or no. So, guys from the development team, just add that. That's going to benefit so much. And I bet a whole bunch of people, even though they don't really realize that they need it, they are going to need it. So definitely put that in. I mean, apparently you guys are still throwing out random updates, so I'm just throwing this one out there for a suggestion. Summary. Dinosaur summary, building summary, just a summary tab, like over here or something, or wherever you see fit. Or maybe like in here.
Commencing asset transit.
In this bar on the side, a summary tab. Just click on there and then you can get a list of all your dinosaurs. You can, like, not really manage a whole lot of stuff. You can change their names and shit. But primarily just a nice overview of all your dinosaurs. That was in Operation Genesis and it was extremely useful. And I really, really, really are missing it here. So please, please do that. Anyway, with that point being made, and then the Nasutoceratops is safely in their new paddock, that concludes this episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, I will actually go to the Sandbox Islands and I will build my dream park on Isla Nublar. And, yeah, we shall see how that is going to look like. And, yeah. After that is done, I'm going to end off the series, and then you'll see it again once some new update shit happens. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did. Subscribe to be part of the TheMBmulti so you never miss any videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button on the video of the left video or the subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, Romans. Ave.